Hi. Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Gabrielle and I hope I remember how to talk. So I wanted to do a video today about kind of talking about like what I got from the Sephora sale. I might mention a couple things that I got from the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, but I think the try on haul portion is just going to be with the Sephora stuff because I got like similar products from both places. But I will mention Ulta as a store. So if you're interested, then just keep watching because I am trying a new brand for the first time here and we're gonna see if she's worth the coin. I didn't upload a video last week, mostly because I bought the microphone, so I wanted it to come in first, but I was also busy. I started a new job. I quit my job to go to a different one because I work at a museum now, and I work a lot. Like I work like 5 days, which is a lot to me, you know. I mean, 5 days in a row really is a lot. Like, and I'm tired of hustle culture being like, oh, like you need to work until you fucking bleed. Like, no, I don't. No one needs to work 40 hours. Like, oh my god. Well, I shouldn't say needs to, right? Because it's not like I know everybody's financial situation, but nobody should have to, is what I'm saying. But yeah, my job's been all right so far. All right, are you ready to see what the brand is that I'm trying for the first time? So I have Natasha Denona here. I did it, okay. I got the bronze palette because I saw it in person and I was like, you're really fucking pretty. There's nothing wrong with liking warm neutrals, okay? I am tired of being judged. Nobody's like judging me, but like it's just you get those people that are like, oh my god, neutrals, like, oh, like, and then they start fainting and it's like, dude. This is what the bronze palette looks like, in case you've never seen this. I have swatched this palette because I was just like, you're expensive, I need to see how you are now. But I haven't used it yet. I don't know what shade to go in with first. Should I do Sundown or Ridge? No, I think I'm gonna do Ridge. This is Ridge right here. If you didn't know, this palette is normally $65, and this is one of her cheaper palettes. Her like cheapest palette is like the 5 pan straight color story, and some of those I feel like she can make a pretty concise color story with those. Like there's one she released recently that I think is quite cute. Yeah, there is kick up in the pan, but if we're being honest here, I don't care. Kick up is a thing. Like, it just doesn't bother me. I don't know. I could see why it would bother somebody else, but I just don't. I just don't care. Holy fuck, that was easy. Stop. Not me simping over this palette. It's one fucking shade. Calm down. I can't believe DMX passed away. That's so sad. You know what's fucked up? Why was Demi Lovato involved? Like, why did you get her involved, asking her like, how do you feel? Like, leave her alone. I just finished watching her documentary with my partner. We were watching it like as the episodes were coming out, and that documentary is very, very sad. Like, I won't spoil it just in case you haven't seen it, but it's just so sad. People asking her like, how do you feel about DMX overdosing is just solid proof that addicts are not taken seriously. Because it's just like, why are you like having her reflect on her trauma like that? You know, like that's not okay. The kicker is like, I grew up with Demi Lovato because I really heavily enjoyed Camp Rock. And her first 2 albums fucking slap. She was like a fucking child singing like that. Like, come on. I don't like her music today. Anything she's released ever since 2011, it's personally just not my jam. Although I did think she sounded nice for the inauguration when she sang Lovely Day. I thought that was nice. By the way, Trump supporters are not allowed here. Okay, just... Dude, this is literally blending itself. Like... And this is probably the most expensive palette I've ever bought because even though it was on sale, the regular price, I mean, is what's expensive. Because before this, it was Melt. It was the Melt palettes, which I do really adore those palettes. But this price went up just a bit because those palettes are $58 and this is normally $65. Dude, hell yeah. Just let me get excited with these neutrals. Okay, this is one shade. I'm gonna go in with suntan right here. Sorry, my laptop is my monitor, so it's at like a weird angle, so it's like so hard for me to position things. But yeah, I just felt like bad that DMX passed away because I was really hoping he was gonna make it, because he was in the hospital for about a week. And it's just so fucking sad the way he had to go like that. What I really like is that a lot of stories that are coming out about him, they're just very, very positive. And, you know, a lot of people just have nothing but great things to say about him. One of my favorite artists of all time, like top 3, is Kanye West. I am from Chicago, but obviously this man is fucking global, you know, but it's just like, if this man was from any other place in the world that I don't care about, so Indiana, if this man was from anywhere else, I would still be like, wow, like he is a genius. Like ever since I was a child, okay, 808s and Heartbreak came out in 2008 and I was 11, and I was like, oh, I want to find I bought the CD. It was all I listened to, okay? I mean, granted, I was also listening to, like, Hannah Montana, you know, that was my girl, okay? But Kanye West. But he's so bigoted, is, like, what I was getting at, is, like, he is just, like, when he ran for president, I was just, like, the way that you're one of my favorite artists, but I'm not fucking voting for you. It's just, and then I just feel bad because I feel like at the end of the day, when his mom died, he just really took a nosedive with his mental health and everything. I feel like I don't even have to blend these. I didn't mean to talk about music again, but like it's hard not to. I hit pan. Okay, I'm starting to understand the satisfaction of pans. I did not mean for that to rhyme. It's just like you just want it to keep growing. I'm gonna go in with magma right here to deepen it a little more. Oh, I also got my first dose of the vaccine because there is no hot girl summer without a vaccinated girl spring. It was fine. Like, I got Pfizer and I just went to my Walgreens. Honestly, like my arm did hurt. I did get the infamous sore arm, but it was more so like muscle soreness. Because I heard people say like I can't even lift my fucking arm. And I was like, oh, but like my arm was still liftable. It was fine, you know, it was really fine. I will definitely update with my second shot, but I just can't fucking wait for this to be over, man. Like, I just want to get vaccinated. I miss my friends. This is why I can never do a review of a product, because I'm just going to end up talking about everything else except the product. I just don't want to keep repeating myself because I am satisfied with the mattes and I just don't want to keep saying, oh, wow, so good. Go in with a little more ridge just to like have it show up a little more. I know Alter Ego did a dupe of this palette because that's their thing. All they do is dupe brands. And I understand why, because, you know, Natasha Denona, she's bougie. But at the same time, they don't make their own palettes, and it's just kind of like, why do you only rely on waiting for something else to drop so you can take it? Like, yeah, it's $16, but why is that all you do? And I have Alter Ego stuff. Like, this is their brush that I was just using. I have a couple of their brushes and I think they're good, but like I just wish they would come up with their own ideas, because you can only really dupe so much before everyone's just like, okay, like we get it. Wow, okay, this is nice. Yeah. It's time to go in with one of the shimmers. I am going to use NYX Glitter Glue. I think I'm gonna go in with Silk right here, and then I like to use my pinky specifically because it's small. My eyes, I don't have a ton of lid space, so I need something small. Yeah, listen, if you expected me to be out here like making faces and gasping, I'm sorry. My eyes look like peanut butter and I really like it. If you're the kind of person that just wants like one palette for work and you don't really have a lot of time, I think this palette would be really good for that because it's so fucking easy and you don't have to do a ton of blending. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do some more stuff to my face, and then I'm gonna come back because I don't have like a full face of haul stuff, so it's time to try out the Milk Cream blush lights. I told you I was intrigued. I got 2 shades and I did swatch them because I'm a monster. This one is Lynx and this one is Sandy Cheeks. So yeah, Sandy Cheeks right here and then Lynx right here. Lynx is a little more glowy and this is a little more matte. The entire line of their cream blush lights is basically very warm, which I personally like. I thought that these colors were pretty unique to my collection. Both of these could work, but I think I'm gonna go in with Lynx because I don't have a blush like this, so I'm just like eager to try it out. I think I'm going to try with my fingers first because that's just how I like to apply them, and then maybe I'll see about like applying it with a brush. Yeah, I think I prefer the brush. I think it just deposits like a bit better. I think I'm going to bring the blush along to this area just for some draping. I think this is pretty, and it's definitely really nice for like summer. And it doesn't make my skin look more textured than it actually is. I'm gonna finish my eyes. I'm just gonna go in with the same colors I put in my crease, really. As much as I'm enjoying myself right now, this doesn't mean that the Circo Loco palette is pretty. I do think that her gold palette is pretty, but also like it's $129. If your price tag is that big, I need to love every single shade before buying it. Like I need to like be like, I would use every single shade in here for something that pricey. Pat McGrath is the brand that I wish was cruelty free the most, because oh my god, her products are beautiful, but I can't justify it. Like I even want to try her concealer. Like who gets excited over a concealer? But I just can't. Like, and her palettes are also around that price, but they're only like 10 colors, so it's kind of easier for me to make a decision. I would use this a lot, or think that the formula is really unique or whatever, because her shimmers are pretty fucking out of this world, which is pretty much why people buy them, right? Something else I wanted to mention in this video, I did kind of think about making videos about James Charles and David Dobrik and like kind of rape culture in general, but then I just realized I didn't want to. Both of those things are very terrible things, and I think that they are both very terrible people, but I just wasn't willing to make a dedicated video for my own mental health. Both of those things like really hit home for me. Like it's kind of embarrassing that like I related to both of those things in some capacity, because I'm sure many people do, and that's what the problem is. But if I were to talk about that at length, it would just send me into a spiral, because you don't heal from those kinds of things, you know? Not usually, or not very easily. I don't like either of them, and the thing that they have in common is that they are both very well loved by kids, which is quite frightening. I've never cared for either of them, to be honest. Like, I was just like, what the fuck is so appealing about 420 videos? Like, okay, are you 12 years old? I tried to like watch James Charles because I was like, well, let me see if maybe I'm missing out on something, because I never really watched his videos before. He just gave me a very cocky vibe. He just gave me like a I'm so rich and I'm so good at makeup vibe, and like, oh, look at me, look at my house, and look at the things I have, and I don't like that. And then after Bye Sister, people were like, oh, he's matured, and I'm like, but now it's like, no, if he did mature, he would stop fucking trying to talk to kids. I'm gonna go in with highlighter, and that's gonna be a pretty good segue into what I got from Ulta, because I almost forgot. I finally tried Ofra's highlighters. The one I want to go in with today is called Star Island. I picked up that shade, and I also picked up Pillow Talk. So Star Island is a little more like neutral ivory, and then Pillow Talk is just a little more icy pink. The claims are true. They're fucking ridiculously blinding. Like they're so like reflective, it's crazy. I also got two blushes because I got the Flower Beauty Blush Balm in the shade Cinnamon, and I have used this and I really fucking like it. Definitely need to build it up. It's not like a super pigmented straight out the gate blush, which could be a good thing for some people. It's just like a very warm brown leaning color, and again, it's just a color that's pretty unique to my collection. I didn't have anything quite like this. I haven't tried this one yet. I got the Jelly Dough blusher from Holika in the shade Apricot Jelly. It like comes in like this with like this little covering over it, and then on top of the covering is this little puff. I don't know how to take the covering off, and I don't want to break it. I'm scared. I removed the pan from the bottom because the covering was not coming out, so it looks a little this is all my fault because I was like maneuvering it, but I did it for a swatch. Well, it feels a little putty. This is apricot jelly right here. That's cute. I like that. I just need to figure out how the heck. I hope it just didn't like ruin that blush. Okay, I need to make this quick because I have to go somewhere. So let's just go in with the highlighter now. Oh, actually I got one more thing. I got the Nabla Secret palette. I had been eyeing this for a little bit. This is what she looks like. It's basically like each row, it's its own color story with the pinks, the blues, and the neutrals. And I love that this shade is called Ghibli. I've used this once so far and I went for the neutrals, but I did like it. I need to try out the colors. I did use the blue in like my inner corner. I posted it on my Instagram. I liked the blue shimmer a lot and the blue matte. I thought they were quite nice. Okay, now we can put on the highlight. Like the girlies were not lying. Like, wow, these are crazy reflective, but they're not like, I don't think they're too artificial to where I'm like, oh my god, give me a fucking break. And then yeah, especially with this highlight, I definitely like to buff it in a little bit with a clean brush. I've been reaching for it a bit though since I got it. It just goes with everything. Okay, yes. The last thing to show you is I finally got the Fancy Cream Gloss Bombs. I got it in the shade Honey Waffles, so I'm just gonna put it on my lips. That's more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be. That's not a bad thing. Oh, fuck me, that's pretty. Okay. These also don't have the same smell as the original Gloss Bombs, which I am not deducting points for. I'm not, because I'm not petty. But the original Gloss Bomb did have a lovely smell. Okay, that was me not trying everything from my haul, but talking about my haul and trying a few things. She's beautiful. I don't regret this at all. This palette is fucking great. I mean, I feel like hesitant to say something like that after one use, but so far I did really enjoy this blush. I think it's a very unique color, like I said, and I think it's looking nice on me. And it's not enhancing any texture super crazy, because I mean skin is textured, that's just how we look, but it's not like clinging onto anything. It just looks really nice and glowy. I've really been liking these Ofra highlighters, and I really enjoyed the Flower Beauty blush balm when I used it. Miss Barrymore. Okay, Miss Barrymore. I need to try this palette more, but I am liking it so far, and I need to try this blush. Hopefully the packaging doesn't become like an issue for me, but it's a pretty color. And I'm also excited to try the other shade of the Melt Blush, because it's technically a different formula as well, called Sandy Cheeks. So yes, that's it. That's everything that I got, and that is the end of this video. If you liked it, then go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my videos, then go ahead and subscribe. Don't know what this is. Thank you so much for watching. You've been a lovely audience, and I'll talk to you later.